There is a widespread concern that artificial intelligence is advancing so rapidly, it will eventually replace human workers entirely. This anxiety intensified recently following a viral Citrini research report that predicts a 2028 global intelligence crisis capable of crashing the economy. At the center of this panic is one specific projection: AI could eliminate 4 million jobs every single year. However, Goldman Sachs economist Joseph Briggs analyzed the same data and reached a different conclusion. He argues that the market will avoid a job apocalypse. Goldman Sachs estimates that while the technology will disrupt millions of roles, the overall unemployment rate will remain low as the market adapts. Relying on fear-based projections overlooks the historical mechanics of how the labor market evolves. To find the actual future of work, we have to look at the numbers behind the disruption. Contextualizing those 4 million displaced jobs requires looking at the total volume of the U.S. labor market. This comparison shows that while 4 million jobs lost sounds high, the U.S. economy generates more than 30 million gross new jobs every year. Economic data indicates that technological change is the primary force that has sustained this long-term growth in total employment. Briggs identifies 3 specific ways AI will contribute to this job creation. First, corporations will see significant gains in efficiency. Second, new roles will emerge for the people tasked with building and implementing these AI tools. Third, the income generated by this increased productivity will raise overall demand for human workers in the service sector. Tracking the positions a technology destroys while ignoring the systemic wealth and peripheral roles it creates leads to a flawed view of the economy. Hard evidence for this pattern can be found in a major study from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Professor David Otter analyzed U.S. Census data dating back to 1940, a time when labor demands were focused on manual tasks like these typing pools. The data shows that 60% of all jobs worked in 2018 did not even exist in 1940. This trend holds true across specific industries. In the 1980s, the rise of home fitness tapes was expected to eliminate fitness instructors. Instead, the profession grew alongside new digital tools. Similarly, online listing platforms were predicted to replace real estate agents. Over the last 25 years, however, the number of agents has increased faster than the overall job market. History shows that human workers do not simply vanish when new technology arrives. They adapt their roles to work with the new systems. While the macroeconomy remains stable, the shift will be concentrated. In fields like software development, the displacement happens quickly and requires a retooling of the daily workflow. Resisting these tools often fails to preserve a role because the technology changes what a company expects from its employees. Looking back at the real estate agents and instructors who survived past shifts, we see they stayed employed by using new tools to handle a higher volume of work. The labor market is moving toward a structure where human judgment oversees the higher output generated by these models. If the pattern of the last 80 years continues, the majority of workers in the next decade will perform tasks that haven't been invented yet.